Hello everyone! So Rachel and I have been traveling for the past 3 years?
Yes.
And we've been blessed to both see and do some really wonderful things. But there's one thing that sticks out.
The best day of our traveling experience so far has been when we were on The Price is Right.
Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Rachel.
And we are the Traveling Glossers. I am a travel nurse and can work anywhere in the United States.
And I'm an online English teacher and I can work anywhere in the world.
We have been traveling since September 2016.
Since the day we got married.
We're gonna go over our story with you of how we got on and how the day went for us, but we're also going to give you
5 tips we believe helped us get on the show.
Tip number 1, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So we actually went twice.
The first time was my 30th birthday, and we did not get on. But one of the highlights was Drew talked to us during the commercial break. So what did he say? He singled you out first.
You're given a name tag, and he actually just said, "Hey David, how's it going?" He asked a couple questions. He asked like where we were from. He could tell that Rachel and I were a couple, and so he asked us where we met. We were able to share that with him.
And he found out we were from Columbus, Ohio, and he's from Cleveland, so he made that connection. We came back 2 weeks later, and everyone remembered us. The girl checking us in remembered us. The interviewer guy remembered us. Tip number 2, wear a unique shirt.
Now the first time we tried to get on, it was actually for Rachel's 30th birthday.
Yeah, it was awesome. So my shirt said, "I'm 30 today." And we had black shirts with silver letters that were sparkly that we ironed on because we felt like the silver really, you could really see it. Sometimes we looked at people's shirts and you couldn't read the letters. So make sure when you're designing your shirt, the letters,
make sure that they stick out. And my shirt also said, Rachel is 30 today. So we were obviously demonstrating that we were together and a couple.
You know what was really fun about that? We stayed the night in Hollywood that night, and the whole night people were saying happy birthday to me. I was so happy. It was like the best day.
That was cool. Our first time that we went, George, the announcer, the guy who calls you down, he came on the stage before Drew did, before the show even started, and was talking to the audience. And he asked us, "Can anyone tell me what the opening line of the show is?"
And no one in the audience could.
Yeah, no one knew. And then he revealed, it's "Here It Comes."
Here it comes from the famous Bob Barker studio in Hollywood. It's The Price is Right.
I thought, what if he does that again? And so for our second attempt, I made a shirt for myself.
Yeah.
It said Team George, and it said, "Here it comes." And then Rachel had a shirt that said...
Mine just said Team Drew, and we knew he was from Cleveland, so it said Cleveland Rocks.
And on the back of our shirts, it had our names, and I believe our favorite numbers.
Yeah, we just had a number since it was team. I wanted our shirts to go together, and that's why I picked Drew, so it was like, they kind of went together.
And it gave 2 options.
Yeah.
If they didn't like mine and they liked Rachel's, you know, she would get on. It diversified.
Yeah.
It's diversification. But anyway, so second time we went, I was right. George comes on the stage. He asks everyone in the audience, "Does anyone know what the opening line of the show is?" And I'm standing right in front of him. I'm like, "Here, George, it's on my shirt."
You were pointing at your shirt.
Oh yeah, I was going crazy because I was right. Yeah. And he noticed and he was like, "Yeah, Here it comes.
Liz.
That was a crucial moment, and wouldn't have been able to do that if we hadn't gone twice.
And honestly, it was really cool because once David got on stage, they even pointed out our shirts, and Drew was like, George, his shirt's for you. Give him a Here It Comes.
That's right. He said, here it comes, a brand new car.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
So the shirt is
Very important.
tip number 3. Be as energetic as possible. So it's actually a pretty long process from when you actually get to the place and the show's starting. You spend a lot of time in line.
So you just want to be energetic the entire time because they are always watching you. You check in and then you take a picture. And this picture is very important. To stand out, David lifted me up for the picture the first time, and it was awesome. Everyone liked it. Everyone was like, oh, that's such a good idea. And it just made us stand out.
Yeah.
And then the second time, we just went crazy, I think.
The theme of the picture is you just won something.
They even tell you, imagine you just won a trip to Hawaii. Imagine you just won $1 million.
So you want to have a smile on your face and be energetic.
Don't let your adrenaline like crash because it's easy to do that. Actually, when we were checking in, I thought the girl checking us in was like the interviewer. So I was going all out and all she was doing was taking my name and asking me like where I was from and taking my ID.
Me and Rachel both got checked in at the same time by 2 different people. And I'm hearing Rachel get checked in like right next to me, and she's just going on and on and on talking to this lady, telling her about us and stuff. And my lady didn't ask me a single question. And so I didn't say anything. And so I'm like, shoot, I blew it.
That girl checking me in that I talked to forever, who I thought the interviewer was, she remembered me the next time. So it was cool.
That's true, so it probably helped.
After the picture,
There's more line. You just wait in line longer.
You're just in line a lot. So you just don't want to be like falling asleep on your phone.
And then once you're actually allowed into the room, I want to say you have at least a good like 15, 20 minutes before anything happens. And there's just music playing and everyone's going crazy. And just don't be one of those people that's sitting down and not doing
up.
anything. Yeah, stand up, dance around.
I think David got on the show and not me. One, because of his shirt, but also because he can dance and I can't dance. I think that really took me down. No, he won them over with his personality, let's be honest. The first time we went, the audience was more crazy, okay? So then, the second time we went, the audience was like you said, there was people sitting down, and I was like, Dave, we've got to stand up. They're not gonna pick people sitting, so we stood up, danced, be crazy. Tip number 4, prepare for the interview.
Now, when we went, there was a guy that it seemed like his job description was to pick people who go on the stage.
His name's Stan. He's awesome.
He interviewed us for about a minute or 2.
They take a group of 10. So you're standing in a line, and Stan will ask you one question and just go down the line.
Well, sometimes a couple questions.
Well, that's because you were nailing it at the end.
Gosh.
The first time we went, we were far in the line, so we were listening to people.
The 2 main questions he will ask are what your favorite game is on the show.
And don't say Plinko, because the first time we got interviewed, 6 people said Plinko. That just means that you don't know the show. I would pick a game that's like, really is your favorite, you know? He also asks you, what do you do?
If there's anything unique about your job or your career or anything, make sure that they know about it. In fact, if there's anything unique about you in general, make sure that they know about it.
He asked me, like, what do you do? I gave the same answer my first interview and my second interview. I said, I taught kids in China online. And the first time he's like, well, maybe you'll win a trip to China. And then the second time he was like, maybe you'll win a computer or something. And honestly, I think it did like trigger his memory because I said the exact same answer.
Yeah, he did say that he remembered us.
Yeah.
He really did.
So the second interview that we did, Dave nailed it.
He could tell that me and Rachel were married and that I loved her. And he asked me what the best day of my life was. And I said it was when I met Rachel.
Yeah, it was really sweet. Honestly, he won them over with his love for me. But
very fun. All right, next tip. Tip number 5. Be familiar with the show.
So I've been watching the show my entire life, and I've always wanted to be on the show. And I knew as soon as we were going to go to California that we had to watch the show as much as we could. So every time David had a day off from work, we watched the show.
Which was very important for me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't watch the show as much as Rachel did. So that preparation time was very important for me because I didn't expect to get on the show. The whole time I was thinking Rachel's gonna get on, not me. She's the energetic one. So very important because you don't know who's gonna go on.
We would pretend like we're the contestants and we would bid. We would do like the intro bidding and we would play the games like we were the people. We took notes while we were playing the games. So during the final showcase, we would pretend like we were the final 2 people and we would take turns bidding and being like number 1 final showcase, number 2 final showcase, and we just watched the show all the time.
If you get on, that's the hard part. But if you get on and you don't know how to play, it's not gonna get you anywhere.
They would have like the same prizes sometimes. There's like computers, there's phones sometimes, cameras. So you just want to be familiar with the prices of things. And then when you get on stage, weren't you more comfortable?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was cool. We got the Price is Right app, and you could practice playing on your phone. So we also did that. We hope these 5 tips help you get on The Price is Right.
So that concludes video number 1. Tune in next time and we'll talk a little bit more about our experience. Thank you for watching.